All right, we're clicking the button. We are clicking the button. And yes, we are live. What's up, guys? Big things coming up today. Let's check it out. I just launched my first product here, and it's called Vibride, and I'm going to be working on it on the stream. So we're trying to get to 10,000 monthly reoccurring revenue. I know there's a lot of people out there trying to make more, but I figured 10,000 online with something that's very easy to manage would be, frankly, life-changing. If we can just survive till the explosion where money no longer matters for the next how many years, or just replace any job while being able to work maybe 40 hours a week, I think that would be a massive lifestyle success, because then you can do whatever you want. So I'm keeping the goals humble and something achievable, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to use it. I built this software. It's called Vibride. You build software by talking, mostly suitable for when you're driving. And I haven't used VS Code in weeks, okay? I have not used VS Code in weeks. And I'm going to show you this little dashboard here, and then I'm just going to get started to work. So right now, as you can see, I'm on a different URL, and that's because this is like my admin control, and then Vibride was a fork of, so you can see they're almost clones. Like, this is just another color setting there. I prefer matrix. So yeah, this is my control panel. It's called Goober Build, and then I forked it into Vibride, which is more meant for you guys, but it's the same thing. So yeah, today I'm gonna work on some clean up some Claude settings. Where's my coffee? Just to see what's under the hood, because it's been over a month where I haven't touched VS Code. I haven't seen code. I've just been prompting and talking and listening. Here, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. I might just talk louder. Whoops. Hang on. Make sure y'all can still see. Okay. Yeah. And make our Claude a little better, while also what I'm trying to do this week is take a lot of the templates that I've created and then push them to Vibride, so that it makes building faster for people, so that people who maybe don't have a lot of experience and are entry level into this can quickly launch their own products. Because I've been experimenting and I realized that this is very cool because of how quickly it's making me launch products. So I did this last night. I created this thing called Astro Live. And in Vibride, I created a feature that, you see this? Let me see, can you guys still see this on your, okay. So you can see it's showing me a list of my live apps. So I can code something, okay? Like here. I was telling it to build me this product. And after I was done prompting with I can click this play sign and it'll open a preview of what the app, like, it'll run a local server that's not published to the public, and show, so I can see if it's functional. Then if I click this rocket icon, it'll actually create a public URL as an extension of your Vibride. So this is the public one, and it's shareable. So I just clicked the button and boom, app was live. No need for, creating a virtual server and firewalls and SSH and NGX and all this like launching systems anymore, just to make your app live. Once you're happy with the preview, you click the rocket ship, it publishes it, and you can take it offline, republish. So basically, look, if you click it, boom. Again, live app, secure, connection is secure, so it's like it's got the HTTPS, everything is just ready right off the bat. And that's just the starting line. So that's just like one thing that I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, this is cool. And there's a ton of other stuff that I'm gonna add to the boilerplate this week, so that, and the problem is the UI is kind of simple, and I don't want to overload it with too much stuff. So the real hack is going to be, how do I implement that without sandboxing people? A lot of the stuff in this is open source, and it's very ownership centric. I want you to own everything you have. And I was like, okay, how do I give people a boilerplate and make it like a toggle into the UI where they can just either choose to have Claude code, because here you have to connect your own Claude into this VPS that you have for yourself. And how do I get Claude, or have a toggle where Claude can, where you can tell Claude, hey, use this pre-built features, or take those pre-built features and customize them as I want them. Or if you screw it up and you're stuck, can I just reset back to the old features without losing that main template, so to speak? And I want to do that without overloading or complicating the UI, because right now, again, this was built with driving in mind, because I drive a lot and it's very important for me to work while I'm driving, without having to read a screen or click a bunch of stuff because I'm driving. So even though you can use this at home, if I make it driving centric first, then it will keep everything clean and hands-free. And that is the main philosophy of this product. Anyways, actually, let me check out the chat. Let me see how y'all are doing. Any homies in the chat? Okay, no homies in the chat right now. So let's see, stream health is good, just hygiene. All right. Yeah, so I'm just going to hop on in and start building this thing. Okay, let's fix the UUID from being a random string and actually taking the project name into, so that Claude can see the project names in the directory. The second thing is, I thought that I had already seeded a Claude MD into every time when someone spawns a new project or a Claude agent. Don't I have a Claude MD file being sourced to every chat session so that Claude will know not that its replies are being read by text to speech? I'm referring to Vibrite. See, I went back to default behavior, started typing. Actually, I might have to type this one because it's copywriting. Go away. So you can see I can work on multiple projects and just hop while this guy's done. And then when I want to hear it, so because it's on desktop and I don't usually code on desktop, I had the play sign auto. Let me see this. Reduce this a little bit. Usually it'll play automatically. So
done and live. Here's what changed. New projects now get a real folder name. When you create a project called...
This is the lame voice. This is my beautiful... Oh, it's using the wrong engine. Okay. I like my Japanese voice. Boom. Let me just reload it.
Done and live, here's what changed. New projects now get a real folder name. When you create a project called My CPA Website, the folder on disk is My CPA Website instead of a random UUID. So Claude immediately sees what it's working on. The name is Slugified, kept unique per account with... Because renaming them would break their chat history and shipped apps. Everything falls back to the ID when your name is empty, so old projects work exactly as before. The actual bug from your test is also fixed. Every new project folder is now bound to the builder user at creation, so Claude can write in it. I repaired the 2 existing root-owned folders on the box, and I verified from inside a tenant container that Claude's user can now write there. The service restarted cleanly, uncommitted in the working tree. Tell me if you want them committed. One honest caveat, the folder name gives Claude a project name, but the description you type still isn't visible to it. If you want that too, the next small step is seeding a one-line Claude MD into each new project folder with the name and description.
and I had already asked you whether I had implemented seeding a Claude MD file into each project automatically. I thought I already did that. Is that not the case for Vibride?
Both fixed. First, the hero line now reads, answer plain English questions about your 2025 taxes, and get an instant estimate plus a printable, file-ready organizer that you can use to fill up your forms and file for free. The old sentence about free, no sign-up, and browser autosave is gone. Second, the delay is genuine, not a bug. The hero and FAQ are plain HTML, so they paint immediately, but the questionnaire is rendered by a 7 megabyte JavaScript bundle that loads at the end of the page. So on a slow connection, the root div sits empty until it downloads and boots. I added a static spinner with the text loading your questionnaire inside that root div, styled by a few lines of inline CSS on the page. The bundle's first render replaces the root's contents, so the spinner disappears on its own the moment the interview appears. No rebuild is needed since only the HTML template changed. If you want the delay itself shortened later, the bundle could be split so the state tax engines load lazily, but that's a bigger change. Done. The FAQ intro line is removed and the M-N, the visible FAQ answer are rewritten as plain commas, both in the on-page text and in the matching FAQ structure data, so Google sees them in sync. The hero type The account FAQ now read.
Internet sucks. Okay, what is this weird music?
Confirmed you never seeded one per project. There is exactly one Claude MD per account in the home folder and 0 in any project folder. 4 accounts, 4 files all at home/Claude/Claude MD. So the seeding you're remembering is real. But it fires once per account when the home directory is first created, not on each new project. It's the seed Claude MD function in the workspaces library, and its only content is the It's a database column called description on the projects table. A free text field meant to hold a sentence about what the project is like. Booking site for my CPA. Practice where I should correct my earlier suggestion. It's effectively dead. The dashboard never asks for it. The project form only collects a name. and the API accepts a description that nothing in the UI sends. All 4 projects on the box have it empty. The only writer is the GitHub import path, which fills it with imported from. Yes, every fresh chat session in Viberide reads the accounts, Claude, MD, and it's reread on every turn, not just the first one. The mechanism, Claude code loads memory files at session start based on 2 things. The home directory and the working directory. Viberide sets home to the customer's own home folder on every turn. So ~Claude/Claude MD is Let me correct the premise first, because it changes the answer. Claude MD does affect the system prompt. It isn't being ignored at the plumbing level. The problem is weight and repetition, not absence. The difference between the 2 files is that they talk to different audiences. Settings JSON is configuration for the program. It's JSON, and the CLI reads it to decide how to run, which model, what permissions, which hooks fire, which output style is active. Almost none of it is text the model sees. It switches, not instructions. Claude MD is context for the model. It spools and it gets injected into the conversation as text. The CLI doesn't interpret it at all. It just hands it over. It's instructions, not switches. Do they speak to each other? In one direction only and through exactly one door. The output style setting. You flip a switch in settings. The CLI looks up that style's text and injects it into the model's context. So a setting becomes prompt text. Beyond that, there are independent settings. JSON can't read or edit Claude MD. The data says you're right and I was wrong. Here are real numbers. That leaking says
Given that this product is made to be driving first, like coding while driving first, I need a way to be able to peek into the Claude config settings to see what's going on there. I need to be able to peek into Claude memory, and I also need to be able to peek into the Claude.md files without overbloating the UI. So it has to be something that doesn't overload the UI, because there's already a lot of buttons and stuff, and that was designed to be easy when driving if I ever had to click on the iPad. So before writing code, just discuss with me what are some what would be a good way to allow me to peek into that under the hood. And this is also something I want to extend to Vibride. Let me hear your thoughts. And when I say to peek under it, I also want to be able to edit it, and also be able to ask Claude to edit it when needed.
Here is what the free tax filer page currently declares. The browser title is Free Tax Filing Tool 2025 by File Ready Tax Questionnaire and Estimator by
What to do? What to do? There's a hard choice, man. Oh. Let's see. Is everything done here? the hell? What's going on here? I think we're lagging. I'm gonna lose my mind with this internet, brother. Can't do this. I might have to end the stream, guys. This is really buggy, and I don't like it. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll give it a try. You guys got to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna fix this internet situation, and then otherwise these streams are annoying and they're not valuable to you or me. So I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for tuning in if you did, and we'll check you guys on the next one. I might live stream from my car later today. Got a lot of big updates for Vibe Ride that I want to work on. So yeah.